A new cure for cancer takes the world by storm. A robbery in Washington Bank ends in disaster. And technical issues cause an airplane to crash on the coast of Jamaica. Good morning, Washington. This is WDC with your news today. I'm Kelly Wilson. The award-winning scientist Fei Li from Japan introduced a new medicine called Genie Lao, which is proven to cure cancer. The Japanese miracle is now celebrated all over the world. Last night at 7 p.m., Fei Li introduced Genie Lao to the biggest scientist in the world at a press conference in Japan. People were impressed and excited about the new medicine. It was a small step for a human, but a big step for the humankind, said Fei Li to reporters afterwards. What's different about Genie Lao is that it's a fluid medicine that you inject at the cancer-damaged areas. This means that no chemotherapy is used during the process to recovery. Doctors and nurses at hospitals all over the world are very happy about the new medicine. They say that people who are diagnosed with cancer will get recovery much more quickly and without the side effects that chemotherapy brings, such as losing hair and damaging your inner organs. Scientists believe that this big progress within medicine will take the world by storm, and Fei Li is now seen as a hero to people all over the world, and he will receive many awards for his medicine, which is now on its way to hospitals all over the world. Now to Rachel Johnson for our local news.
Yesterday evening, 5 men came into the Washington Bank about to rob it. The men were all armed with guns and threatened to shoot anyone who got in their way. A visitor of the bank managed to call for help without getting noticed, and the police arrived at the location rather quickly. The police didn't make a move against the robbers in the bank, since they were afraid to put the visitors in any danger in case the robbers decided to shoot. They tried to calmly get the man out of the bank by talking to them through a megaphone. Unfortunately, this didn't help, because the robbers just got more determined to get their way and steal the money. After a while of no progress, more and more police cars arrived outside of the bank, and the robbers realized that there were no way for them to get out of there unnoticed and with stolen money. That's when they started to shoot at the police, and the supposed robbery ended in a shooting. 10 persons were shot, 2 of them got killed, and the other 8 was brought to the closest hospital seriously injured. The police caught the men quickly after that, and all of them are now locked in and waiting for their sentence in court.
Thank you, Rachel. Time for entertainment news with Ann Lopez. The teen sensation Justin Bieber joined Great Britain's popular boy band, One Direction. We have all heard that Justin Bieber is a good friend to One Direction, but no one expected that they would get together as a band. Earlier this morning, at 8 a.m. in London, the teen sensation Justin Bieber confirmed that he's joining One Direction. It took a long time for the boys to decide if they were going to get together as a group, but after a week they confirmed that it was an easy decision in the end. Fans all over the world are in shock, and they all have varied opinions. I'm now going to ask people what they think about this shocking collaboration. What do you think about that Justin Bieber is joining One Direction?
I think it's great. It's the best of both worlds collide.
Thank you. What do you think about it?
I think it's awful. They don't match together.
Why not?
I don't think they have the same type of music and lyrics at all.
Okay. What do you think about Justin Bieber joining One Direction?
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know who they are, actually.
Okay. The new forming band's manager will announce the date of the upcoming album at a press conference in New York later tonight. And the new band will start writing songs and start touring shortly. Celebrity star Kim Kardashian and rapper Kanye West finally get their baby after weeks of waiting. Earlier this morning, around 5 a.m., Kim finally gave birth to hers and Kanye's baby boy. It was a tough labor, but Kim was strong and I'm so proud of her, said the new proud dad Kanye to the reporters afterwards. Kim got into labor at 7 p.m. last night. It was a 10-hour-long labor. The new mother is going to take it easy for a while and just be with her newborn son for a few months. Then she will go back to working with her and her sister's company, Dash, and also continue with her new TV show, Kim and Kanye. Their next thing to do as parents is to come up with a name for their son. Rumors say that Kyle and Connor are two names that the couple has thought of, but we'll see whether they stay to the names with a K as the rest of the family, or if they decide to go in a different direction. Thank you, Anne. Now to Kate Grant, who will tell us about the news within the food and health section.
The new spicy hot hamburger from McDonald's in America made long queues and also people sick. People are so curious about the new hamburger because they heard from other people and they read it from newspapers and saw it on advent things that the hamburger would be so spicy. So if you can eat 5 spicy hamburgers, you would get 1 year of free food. Some people get sick after tried to eat 5 hamburgers. Only 2 people have eaten 5 hamburgers yet. What an offer. Around 7 a.m. in Washington, D.C., people called the big market and complained about the chicken. People got sick and asked what was wrong with the chicken. So the market took a look on the chicken and saw that the chicken's expiration date were glued with another expiration date note. The chicken was 8 days old from the last expiration date. The owner had no idea who glued a new note on the first one. The owner think that it might be the chicken's company. The ones who worked in the big market didn't see the note. So now they must throw 1,000 chickens and there is going to be investigations. And now to health. Many people is trying the new diet. The diet name is milkshake diet, also called as MD. This milkshake diet contains only fruit and milk. The people who tried it think it works, and science has made a diagnosis of people who tried it to see if it really works, and if it's good for people's health and training. The science concluded that it's good for people who work out much. Other way, you would lose weight and in an unhealthy way. The diet is a good way to help you get started with a training and a healthy life. The science still think that eating normal and healthy is a better option for those who are training and people who want to lose weight. It's much better. The new gym in Washington, D.C. opens today. Many people is standing outside the doors and waiting for it to open. People are excited to see how it looks. The gym has around 15 big rooms with different kind of workouts. The people find the gym better than others because it's so big and also got new renovated rooms. So it's much more fresh and clean. They also love the jacuzzi and the sauna and the cafe with healthy stuff. It's a good gym to make friends and work out and relax. If you start here, the first month is free and you will get a start kit. The start kit has a water bottle and a t-shirt and a padlock, and you get a Let's Get Started workout book. The last years, the cold is just getting bigger. More people are staying home from schools and jobs. So why does the cold always get bigger when it's winter? The cold spreads much better when it's cold outside. The virus can live much longer in cold. So how can you stay away from the cold? You just wash your hands more often, stay away from people who got the cold, and stay away from handles.
Thank you, Kate. Back to Rachel with our foreign news today.
On the night between Tuesday and Wednesday, an airplane that was expected to land in Miami, Florida, crashed on the southern coast of Jamaica. The plane had traveled all the way from Buenos Aires, Argentina, when the warning signal started to go off and the pilots lost control of the plane. The passengers were panicked, but with help from a good team of air hostesses, the pilots managed to get everybody to calm down and do as the safety regulations told. No one got killed, but the majority of the passengers got injured by the force of the crashing to the ground. Technicians have tried to find the problem and see what went wrong. And we now have information that there were several technical errors with the plane, and on top of that, the fuel tank had begun to leak. The pilots said that they were surprised the plane managed to stay in the air for so long if it had that many technical errors, and it must have been a miracle. They also said that they were happy that no one got killed in the crash. A group of people in Gambia, Africa have predicted the end of the world. Again. The last who thought the world would end was the Mayans with their Mayan calendar. The African tribe believes that on the 7th of September, a couple of natural disasters will occur and the world will come to an end. Scientists are doing investigations on this case, and we're all hoping that this is untrue, like all of the other times.
Thank you, Rachel. Time for the latest news within sport and weather with Joanna Parks.
Good morning. Ryan Brings, Stefan Phillips and John Burns make big success in Champions League. Washington DC took silver in long ski in Aspen and Manchester United versus Barcelona. 2 weeks ahead, Ryan Brings, Stefan Phillips and John Burns compete about a place in Champions League. And yesterday, all 3 of them got a place and are now about to play one of the biggest cup in the world. They are still celebrating with their friends and families. From 3 stars to another. Kim Diggers took silver in long ski in Aspen, and he is now back to fight for Washington again. Big congratulations for you. And do not forget the match between Manchester United and Barcelona. We're sending live from Barcelona at 6 p.m. That was sports for today. Here's our weather 1 week ahead. Now we have a storm moving into the southern part of Washington DC, over Arlington, with rain and strong wind that will affect a large part of residential areas. It's a very deep low pressure, but slowly it starts to move east, and that will give us some snow maybe. The storm keeps following us until Tuesday morning. Then on Tuesday afternoon it starts to clean up, and we got a stable pressure. It keeps stable all night, and on Wednesday we can expect sun with a few clouds and light winds with 55 degrees. Over to Tuesday we can expect a blue sky with sun and no clouds. In the weekend the weather turns back to wind and storm and with low pressure, and maybe a kind of rain on Saturday and Sunday. So we got alternating sun and clouds with rain some days. Continue to have a nice evening. This was the weather. My name is Joanna Parks.
Thank you for watching WDC, and our next broadcast is at 6 o'clock. Have a nice day.